Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Bryan W. Adams.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Bryan Adams. Thank you so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. Today, we are joined by our first ever finals contestant, Miss Candi Golden, who is an agent advocate director at Eldercare Insurance Services in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And so, Candi, welcome back to Inspire Podcast. We are so excited to have you here.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Man, so what did it feel like whenever the finalists were announced on Friday? How did you feel? What were your thoughts going through your mind there?
To be honest, I was really glad that we were all still at home because I did have a screaming, shouting excitement fit.
Good for you. A little happy dance?
Happy dance, definitely.
Well, we all had a happy dance for you. And whenever you sang Bring on the Rain on the semifinals, oh my gosh, you brought down the house. It was.
Thank you.
it was one of those things. So I had a text thread going with some other people here at Integrity, and when you started singing, people were like, "Oh my gosh, she is talented."
Thank you so much.
It was just so much. Well, thank you. Are you kidding me? Thank you for sharing that with us. That was so much fun and exciting to hear. So here's how we're going to do this.
Okay.
We are trying to, we're going to, one of the things I love about the Inspire podcast is it's brought us all together, and it's given us all an opportunity to get to know each other better and get to know people at the Integrity partner level better, but also getting to know a lot of the people who really make Integrity the special place that it is better. And maybe we should have called this The Voice because it's given a lot of people a voice here at the Integrity, in the Integrity family, and really a face as well, right? It's an opportunity for people to get to know each other. I was actually meeting with some other people on Friday, and they're not even associated with Integrity. Like literally, don't have anything to do with Integrity at this point. And this lady brought up, said, "Man, I love what you guys are doing with the Inspire podcast. I listen to it every day. It's just a great way to get my day started, and I can't wait to figure out who qualified for the Integrity Idol Finals." And I was shocked because I didn't realize people were actually listening that much, even outside the Integrity family. And no kidding, she said, "I voted for Candi, and I hope she makes it." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is incredible!"
Awesome.
She did make it, and so I was telling her about that, and I said, "She did make it, and you got to keep voting because now is when it really counts." So we are going to have a lot of fun, and you did such an incredible job singing, as did all the Integrity finalists. So our thought was, especially for the finals week, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a song, and then we're going to go into just getting to know you better personally, Candi, and really understanding what drives you and just about your background and what you guys do there at Eldercare in Hot Springs. And then we're going to ask you to sing another song so that we can kind of close it out there. And then that'll start off the whole voting process for everybody. And so with that in mind, and I know this isn't a surprise for you because our team gave you a heads up, so I wouldn't want to put you on the spot like that. But so what is your first song that you would?
My first song is going to be a Chris Stapleton, a Morgana Stapleton remake of "You Are My Sunshine."
Oh my gosh, man! That sounds amazing. Ryan Kimball at Agent Pipeline. Listen, I know he's probably, let's be honest, he's probably voting for PJ Galloway, but Ryan, because he's from Agent Pipeline. Ryan Kimball, our partner there, he turned me on to Chris Stapleton. He is a huge Chris Stapleton fan.
Yes, me too.
Huge Chris Stapleton fan. And he may actually, who knows, maybe he'll vote for you today just because of this. I can't wait to hear it. So, You Are My Sunshine by Chris Stapleton, and who else? Who was the other person?
Morgana, his wife.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even know he had a wife. That's awesome. Well, shows how much I know about Chris Stapleton trivia. So, well, let's hear it. Well, I can't wait to hear it.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Oh my gosh, we should have called this. Kendall, she's got. What did you just text me, Kendall?
Say again. I'm sorry, Bryan.
What did you just text me?
Oh, I said she's got pipes.
She's got some pipes. Maybe we should have called this the voice. Maybe we should have called this the voice. Oh my gosh, I'm stunned right now. That was amazing, Candi. Wow. That was terrific. I'm not speechless very often, but right now, my word, that was just amazing. Thank you so much for blessing us with that this morning. Listen, I've been really looking forward to this week because it gives us all a chance to get to know each other a little bit better, especially our Integrity Idol finalists. We've talked a little bit on your prior Inspire appearance during the semifinals, but I think we really just scratched the surface. And so I wanted to see if we could just learn more about you, Candi, and a little bit more about your background.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bryan. It is wonderful to be back, and I feel so blessed for this opportunity to represent Eldercare and to support my charity that I care about so very much. I was born and raised in Kirby, Arkansas, and my parents married 54 years. Were well-known musicians in the community. They've opened for like George Jones, Connie Smith. My mom was a drummer, and my dad was the lead guitar and lead singer. And I've been in various bands myself since I was 10.
Oh, wow, since you were 10?
Yeah,
wow.
I was 10 years old. I was in the playpen behind Mama while she played the drums, so I've been in it a long time.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So what instruments do you play? Do you play any instruments?
No, I actually do not play an instrument. My voice is kind of my instrument.
It's a good one. It's a good one to have. My goodness. Well, what about your family? Tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, I have 3 children. And my husband, Jason, we've been together for almost 29 years. I have Jace, who is in the National Guard, Lance, who works as an air conditioning heating technician, and DeShayla, who was also in Integrity Idol because she works at Eldercare.
Wow. Well, hello, DeShayla. You got to be proud of your mama. you gotta be really proud of your mama. And does Shayla, does she play any instruments, or is her voice?
She does. No, she actually followed in the footsteps of her grandpa. She plays the guitar, and she also is learning to play the piano.
Wow, that is awesome. So what does Shayla do at Eldercare?
She's in our licensing department here in the brokerage office.
Oh, well, very cool. Well, Shayla, keep it up. Sounds like you're man. You got a lot to be proud of with your 3 kids. Certainly appreciate Jace's service to our country, especially in times like these. I mean, we're just in unprecedented times. My heart and prayers just go out to everyone affected. And then certainly Lance, there is maybe no more important job in the hot South in the summertime than air conditioning. That's one of those things. I'll pay anything it takes to get that fixed. And
yes.
Certainly proud to have Shayla as one of our partners there at Eldercare. Well, man, it sounds like music is really in your blood. It's so great to have such an amazing musical legacy that you've also now passed on to your daughter and you get to work with. Talk to us a little bit about your experience at Eldercare.
Well, I've been at Eldercare for about 10 years, and it's a huge, huge blessing for my family. When I came to Eldercare, I was really just struggling. I was working 2 jobs. I was a preschool teacher, and I worked at the dollar store at night. I had my 3 children along with my 2 nephews that I was raising, and Jason, my husband, became disabled from an accident at work, and then he had a massive heart attack. So we were living on one income for a long time. And I met this friend, and she told me about the job here at Eldercare, and kind of the rest was history. I got here, I started to work in agent service, and I just worked my way up. In doing that, John Bettis and Eldercare has absolutely changed my life. I tell this story because it's so impactful on what happened to me here at Eldercare, and I think it shows the true attitude and spirit. When I first came in, I was on food stamps, and I worked so hard to get us moving forward. And about 3 years after I was here, I was able to send John a message and let him know he had changed my life. I no longer qualified because of the work that I was doing here at Eldercare and how we were moving and growing so fast. And I want John to know how it changed our lives, my family's life, and how much we appreciate him. And, he's a person who cares so much about his employees. And, I just want to express his attitude and giving spirit it's not just outside of Eldercare, it's also within his own company.
Wow. John is an amazing person. He's a wonderful leader. He's a great human being, and he's one of my closest friends in the business. And so I'm not surprised at all to hear you say that about him. And I'm extremely grateful for everyone at Eldercare for being part of the Integrity family. So you went literally from being on food stamps to now you're an owner of Integrity. You're one of the owners of Integrity as part of that. And I know you've been promoted a bunch of times there. You've also people get these opportunities, but you got to take advantage of them.
Yes.
And I know that there's different things that happen over time, especially as Integrity came in and things of that nature. What's been in your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not going to lie. When I was sitting at the table and waiting for all of the announcements to come in, I was scared. I was absolutely scared. We didn't know what would happen, but little did we know what an amazing transition it was for us. John come up and hugged me, and he said, "I promise we're taking care of y'all. Y'all are going to be fine." We had no idea that this was coming, and it has made Eldercare was already strong, but it made us even stronger to be in part of Integrity. I mean, it's just an amazing transition, and I absolutely love working in insurance. So,
wow, we love it too. I mean, I think that's the passion and the spirit of what we're doing here in Integrity is being able to come in and be able to give people like you an opportunity, and people like all the ones on this call today, an opportunity to grow and continue to take it to the next level. And there's frankly no business here without you and all the other incredible team members that we have. And that's one of the reasons I always refer to it as the Integrity family, is because we're all part of one big family. Which
I would love for my story to be a testimonial for someone maybe who hasn't been here very long. You know, it is a testimonial to stay true to time of putting in that work.
Yeah. I think that's a great point. It's not nothing's ever easy. Let's be honest.
No.
There's nothing really all that easy, but being able to stay focused, stay dedicated, and it all pays off. And I loved what you said about how you love the insurance business. I mean, insurance is really a people helping people business, and that's why service is one of our core values here at Integrity. And as an Integrity Idol finalist, you're helping others by supporting the charity of your choice. And that was one of the biggest things that we said is for us to have an opportunity to give back through this time, instead of just, giving out money and that terminating on ourselves. How do we give out money to you, and you're going to win money through this, and you're guaranteed $1,000. But we said, how can we also give back to the community and let people just pick what's their cause and give you a chance to support the charity of your choice. So tell us more about the organization that you're helping and why you chose to support them.
Well, it definitely wasn't a hard choice for me because this runs in my family. So I am a proud supporter of Sharing Jed Foundation. I got connected, of course, through my cousin Lori, who not only was, we were 6 months apart, we were best friends growing up, lived about 2 miles from each other. So you can only imagine. She was my maid of honor at my wedding, and Lori's son, Jed, had cancer at 3. He's now 13, and he's NED, which means no evidence of disease. And Lori and her husband Josh started the foundation to assist other families who were also up there dealing with that childhood disease. And so I've asked Lori and Josh to join us and tell us about what they do within that foundation.
Oh, what an incredible surprise. Hey, Lori and Josh, are you guys there with us?
We are. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. First of all, you guys have to be so proud of Candi. And golly, her voice. Geez. I wish I could be at a family gathering with you guys, because I just want to have her sing the whole time. But I can't imagine what it was like to have a 3-year-old with cancer and just the fear of going through that. My wife and I had a son that was in the neonatal intensive care unit for a long time, for 147 days, and just that fear of going through that and everything was just could be overwhelming. So and I love how you guys created the Sharing Jed Foundation as part of that. And it's amazing to see people who go through really difficult times and either, I've always said this, either you run away from God or you run to God. And through those times, and obviously you guys ran to God through that. Tell us a little bit more about what you guys are doing there at the Sharing Jed Foundation and how this will help support you guys.
Right. Well, we started the foundation. We pastor a church in Arkansas and have for the last 15 years. And so when Jed he's the baby of the family. We have 2 grown daughters. But when Jed was diagnosed, we had a lot of support in pastoring a church. Of course, our church rallied around us. We come from a small community. The community that Candi and I grew up in, they really rallied together. So we had a lot of support. But what we found in that childhood cancer journey is that not every family was as fortunate as we were. We would be, weeks at a time with our child getting chemo in the hospital, unable to leave. And I would meet moms who I would notice that they never walked to the cafeteria with me. And then over a course of a week or so, I'd notice those same moms, losing weight. And I would realize that they did not have the money to go to the cafeteria. And they were actually eating off the tray of their child. And I thought, we've got to do something. We received all this help, but there are people who received no help. And so that is how the Sharing Jed Foundation began. As soon as Jed finished all of his treatment, the Lord was so faithful to us in that people prayed all over the world. And Jed actually took 28 chemo treatments when he was supposed to take 52. So when he stopped his journey, we began the Sharing Jed journey, sharing what God had done for us and our son by supplying gas cards and food cards and cafeteria cards and just trying to give back.
Wow. That is an amazing story. Yeah, how inspiring. So Josh, you so the Sharing Jed Foundation really is to help win the battle against childhood cancer, right? Tell us more about that.
Well, the foundation actually was birthed out of Candi mentioned the hometown of Kirby, and people all over the state actually helped us out during our time of need. But that town of Kirby had a fundraiser down there for us, and just overwhelmed us with support, and they raised some money there, and Lori and I decided that we just felt led that when our journey was over, whatever was left, if we had any money left over from that fundraiser, that we were going to start this foundation to help support the people that were going through the same struggle. And so there was, and so we started this foundation as kind of a meeting needs ministry for families, that were just struggling, because we got to see a firsthand look at what it, and it's a whole new world. It was a whole new world for us, when you get thrust into something like that. It just changes your life and changes your viewpoint forever. And so we just set up the foundation, and what we do is we have done everything from, like Lori mentioned, gas cards and food cards for families having to travel back and forth to treatments, to actually like bathroom remodels to make it wheelchair accessible. And we've had a lot of help, from people within the church and the communities that, are looking for a place to serve and desire, and they come in and help us. And we're really just kind of whatever door the Lord opens, we try to help out any way we can.
Man,
so,
that is amazing. I love y'all's passion about this, and the fact that you guys are still doing this 10 years after Jed went through his experience, right?
Yes.
And he's a big part of it now.
Yeah, he has the opportunity.
Oh, that's awesome.
We do things from doing toy drives for the kids in the hospitals, and actually, it's branched out to just, it's not just necessarily cancer patients anymore. It's you mentioned like the neonatal. We've done things there, and just really anybody who's in that struggle.
Wow. Well, thank you guys for doing that, and there's no telling how many people that you're going to touch through that. I remember when Robin and I went through that experience, and without going into too much of the story, whenever you have to go down to the hospital to see your son for 147 days for us, the world was just turned upside down in a lot of different ways. And the amount of people who brought us food and gave us gift cards, like you said, going out and eating gets really expensive, gas cards. And people we didn't even know were trying to help support us. And I remember a friend even put out a cooler on her front door because we were gone so much. She put a cooler by her front door just so people could leave us, some food, whenever we came home. And we'd get home and open that cooler, and there'd be, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, because there's people that I still have never met them, but there were people who literally prayed for you and provided for you in a lot of ways, and that's I think that's a lot about what we're called to do. And so one of the things, whenever we started this Integrity Idol thing, Josh and Lori, this kind of came out as a whim, right? We've got all of these employees. We got about 1,000 employees throughout Integrity. Whenever we decided to work remote, a lot of people had never really worked remote. So we wanted to just provide an opportunity for us to connect every day. And so we set up this conference call, which now has become a podcast, and people all over are listening to it. And then as a kind of a joke, I asked somebody to start singing at the beginning of one of them to kind of break the ice. And then Kendall, one of the ladies in the Dallas office, saved them, frankly. And then we got to hear Kendall's voice, and she had such an amazing voice that none of us ever knew about, that all of a sudden she started singing every day. And then we were like hearing from other people that they had talent, and said, why don't we open this up to this Integrity Idol thing? And then we had 65 people, participate. And then it was like, what are we going to do from there? And instead of just giving cash, we decided, especially with everything that's going on in the world today, let's try and give back to the community as well. And not just say we're going to pick some foundation or one thing. Let's make this personal, because everybody has a personal story, like what you guys are talking about. And so we said, if you make it to the semifinals, you get to pick whatever favorite charity you are. And so Candi is guaranteed $1,000. She's going to make $1,000 personally off this, but we're also going to be sending $1,000 to her favorite charity, which she picked you guys. What are you guys going to do with that money? And by the way, after hearing her today, maybe she's got a good chance to win it all here. And that even more money. We're all hoping for that for sure. I agree. But what will you guys do with the money that you guys will be receiving for the Sharing Jed Foundation?
Well, I'm gonna try not to get emotional about this, because I'm the one that I get to see the faces of the parents when you pay an electric bill for them, or you give them a $20 gas card and they've been eating peanut butter crackers all week. So $1,000 goes a long way on our unit to parents who have been sitting for weeks at a time with their child who is deathly sick. So you have that stress, but then you just hand them over a gift basket that's got Bath and Body Works lotion and bath oil, and that mom just lights up. And then you hand them a card and say, hey, how about we order Cracker Barrel for you guys for lunch? And you just, I get to be the one that gets the hugs and the tears. So that $1,000 is going to go. We have 36 rooms at the unit, and I can't wait. It's going to be such a blessing. I told Candi I want to take her. This is not the first time that she supported our foundation in many different ways. She was a part of that first fundraiser at Kirby too. I'm just so blessed and so thankful. It's going to change. It's going to help so many families that Candi probably will not even get to meet. Like you had said, people helped you and your wife, and we experienced that too. But we have a little closet. We call it a chemo closet. And so when the kids get their chemo, it's something they look forward to. Literally, when Jed was getting chemo, we would say, just remember, you're going to get to go to the chemo closet. And it would just give him a boost. And as soon as their chemo is finished, they just grab their little IV poles and they head down the hall and they open this little closet that's just like a little toy wonderland. And they get to pick out whatever they want. And so we'll use some of that money to stock that closet. It's just going to meet a lot of needs. It'll make a lot of families feel blessed and a lot of kids happy.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Well, I want to say that one of the things we believe in service so much here at Integrity that we actually give every one of our employees paid time off to go and serve. So we literally pay every one of our employees time and say, we want to give you time off, and we'll pay you for that time off to go and serve in your community. And so I hope that Candi takes advantage of that for you guys, and goes and helps see those faces as she's having an impact. We're not only going to send you $1,000 for that, but we also want to help you guys stock that closet. And so we'll also be following up with you guys on ways that we can even send more toys to you guys to help with that. And I think it'd be so much fun for us. And we want to come alongside you guys and support you however we can, for sure.
Wow.
Thank you so
much.
Thank
you so much.
Well, we Lori and Josh, thank you so much. You guys are the inspiration here, and certainly thank you, Candi, for joining us. And before we wrap up today, I've asked one more person to join us, John Bettis, who is the CEO of Eldercare and a great partner of ours, and also a great friend. I asked John to come on with us today. John, are you there with us?
Yeah, hey, Bryan, I'm here.
Man, I don't even know what you say now, man.
I know.
You talk about inspirational. Oh my gosh, this is. I'm almost moved to tears right now. This is amazing.
Yeah, you guys said brief, so I'm going to. I promise you. But first, congratulations, Candi. I'm honored and so proud to be associated with you and Lori and Josh.
Thank you, John.
That's the neatest thing. That inspired me. I'm going to personally match whatever Integrity sends to that foundation. I think that's just that's a wonderful thing, and I'm so proud of you. I don't want to get emotional, but you're salt of the earth. Your family, you can sing your butt off, and so congratulations for that. I about teared up this morning listening to your first song. Can't wait for the next one, but. Thank you so much, Candi, for all you do. Thank you for being you. Lori, Josh, thank you for what you're doing. I'd be glad to help support that. And, that's about all I can say. You guys, that's just thank you for everything. And congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So here's, wow, golly. Now I'm speechless. So now you guys, John is going to be sending you $1,000. Integrity will send you $1,000. We're also going. I'm going to have Kendall follow up with you guys later today, and we're also going to help supply toys for that chemo closet. I think we ought to fill that thing up and just overwhelm those kids with opportunities and choices that they get excited about, because that does lighten their load in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they're the toughest kids you'll ever meet, and they do it with a smile on their face. And we just can't thank you enough. And Candi could have chose many different foundations and organizations. I know she's involved in a lot of different things with our church and community. Just cannot thank her enough for choosing us, and she will bless so many people, and I hope she gets to come alongside me and see some of those little smiling faces, and it'll change your life.
Wow. Well, I want to come. I want to come too. That sounds amazing. And maybe John, next time I'm in Hot Springs, John and I'll both come over there. Well, thank you guys again for joining us today. Thanks for supporting such a worthy cause, and thanks for sharing it with us today. And John, you're one of the most generous people I've ever met, man. God bless you for that, and thank you for being who you are to support this cause. I don't know how we're going to get through this, but Candi, we had talked about having one more song. So, Candi, would you please bless us with one more song as we wrap up today's podcast?
Yes, I will. This is actually a song that DeShayla and I wrote together a little bit of, so I'm going to sing that for you, if that's okay.
Awesome.
Broken and crying, your name on my soul. I got smeared mascara, and I'm losing control.
Tell me, why did you have to go when I'm broken and crying and I'm out of control?
Wow. You and your daughter wrote that together. That was fantastic.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So thank you all again. What an amazing, amazing time. Candi, best of luck to you. Thanks for sharing more about your story. Thanks for sharing about how you went from food stamps to being a partner at Integrity, which is just so much fun, and an owner here. So I'm so proud to know you and be able to have the opportunity to work with you and to hear you sing. And so, man, congratulations. Thank you again, and best of luck in the competition.
Thank you for this blessing.
Man, on behalf of everybody in Integrity, Candi, we love you. Congratulations for making it so far. We can't wait to see where you go from here. You sang 2 amazing songs. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing the Sharing Jed Foundation. Thank you for having your cousin, Lori, and her husband, Josh, join us. And then John Bettis, my buddy, thank you for being you, and thank you for just making Integrity so special. So God bless you all. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and look forward to tomorrow's podcast, which is going to be just as exciting. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.